Homey just announced that they are going to be able to integrate with either ChatGPT or Claude to make your smart home more context aware and more capable. I saw this email come through a day ago, and there has been some chatter already in the Homey forums, which we'll take a look at in a moment. But this is particularly interesting to me because this is kind of like a follow up from a post, a video that I made back in February of this year. So about 9 months ago, where I kind of predicted that this might be the big software only project that the Homey team were working on that they did not want to reveal at that time. I think this is probably what they were talking about, and it did come before the end of the year. So yeah, maybe I get some credit for. I mean, it wasn't difficult to predict. They were kind of telling us what was coming. But let's take a look at. So yeah, back in February, I made this post, and there was like a bit of back and forth. Some people thought it might be likely. Some people said there are ways that it's already possible. Other people said no, it's not going to happen. And so let's scroll down a little bit in the email. So you can use apparently either ChatGPT or Claude. I've used both in terms of paid models. I've only used the paid version of ChatGPT recently, at least. I think, yeah, anyway. So if I had to choose, I'd probably choose ChatGPT. So let's take a look at the description. We're introducing the Homey MCP server. Now, this all sounds a little bit technical, and to be honest, it's beyond me as well. I'm not a developer, but it does look pretty approachable. It looks like they've provided pretty simple step-by-step instructions here that even someone who's not very technically adept could follow. And see, yeah, not a whole lot to get that set up there by the look of it. I haven't tried yet, and I'm not going to try, at least not right now, for two important reasons. So firstly, yeah, okay. So this is the chatter on the Homey forum. Somebody reported 2 days ago that they're having problems. And then many other users were reporting the same, that there are currently issues. And then, so I haven't read all of these replies today, but as of what I was looking at in this conversation yesterday, somebody suggested that maybe you should probably wait a couple of days or a couple of weeks. Yeah, here we go. For this feature to mature. And I agree with that. If so many people are reporting problems, then I don't want to be one of the beta testers. I prefer to wait for a more stable version before I try it. But the main reason that I think I'm probably not going to try it right now is because I don't know that I'm going to get whatever amount of money ChatGPT paid version costs per month. I think it's $20 per month or something last time I checked. I don't know if I'm going to get that much additional value. Maybe I would, but I'm not sure. And the main reason for my hesitation is because right now in my home, because of my problems with getting smart lighting options, smart lighting solutions, I feel like I'm really limited in terms of what I can do with my smart home. And by extension, the value I'm getting out of my Homey Pro, my Homey system. I just don't feel like I'm getting a ton of value with it, or that connecting it, powering it by ChatGPT, I'm just not convinced it's going to be able to do a whole lot more than what I can currently do with voice using the Amazon system. I'm not going to say the A word because she's listening, but the Amazon system. Yeah, I'm able to control devices using voice. Now, come to think of it, I think if I had ChatGPT integrated with Homey, the voice would be better for things like, for example, multiple commands, multiple things in one voice prompt. Something that the Amazon voice assistant just does not handle. Like for instance, if I say, "Hey, a word," turn on the air conditioning and turn off the TV. She just can't handle that. But I think ChatGPT, this would handle that. Again, is it worth $20 for that feature? Probably not. Yeah, look, I'm going to think about it. Let me know if you're going to try this. If you've already tried it, maybe by the time you watch this, maybe it's stable. I'm sure it will be. I'm sure any bugs are going to get ironed out. As you can see, I haven't even read anything in the last 23 hours here. So let's just quickly look and see if people seem to be having better success with it now. First impression, it's not very fast. Hmm, that would be a little bit annoying, right? If it's not very fast. That kind of annoys me actually with Gemini, Google Gemini, as of the time of recording. Sometimes I play around with Google's Gemini chat for their LLM and also the same for ChatGPT. And I find the ChatGPT one just to be so much better in terms of the speed that it responds with. So I think if things were a little bit delayed, that would be really frustrating. Oh, so it seems to be working fine for me. Yeah, I still think either way, I'm gonna wait and watch and see how this develops and unfolds a little bit. Just a heads up that this is now something that Homey have rolled out. I do think I kind of predicted this 9 months ago. Am I gonna take a victory lap? No, because yeah, it's I'm not sure if I got my prediction exactly right, and it wasn't hard to see something like this was coming anyway. But it's exciting, and whether or not I'm able to get more smart home devices and solve the problems that I've currently got with my smart lights, that remains to be seen. But I do think at some point I'm probably going to get this going, and I'd like to hear if you're enjoying it in your home as well.